Well, welcome to another cast from Variants. This time it's going to be a show match and a bit of an inter-clan battle between two members of my new clan, Badger. Okay, let's see. We have Deathnote versus ShakeNBake. They're doing a best of 5. It's Zerg versus Protoss, I believe. I'm going to check who's ahead, actually. I'm not quite sure who's ahead. I'm going to go ahead and ping the observers. See who's ahead. So yeah, I haven't seen these two players play before. So this should be interesting, to say the least. Okay, spawning up in the upper left-hand corner of this map, Deadwing, Ladder Edition. We have the Zerg player from Badger, Deathnote. And in the lower left-hand corner, we have the yellow Protoss in this game, ShakeNBake. So it looks like Deathnote likes to select random, because he had to... Oh, he did not select random, he just happened to select Zerg! Just to make sure ShakeNBake knew. I guess Deathnote is a man of many talents. He can play multiple races. ShakeNBake is going to scout in the wrong direction, and I say wrong direction not because he's going in the base that's empty. He should not be scouting horizontally on this map. Anyways, you cannot spawn horizontally here because Blizzard has turned horizontal spawns off. So. It looks like Deathnote is also doing the correct thing, in which he is sending his initial overlord correctly vertically. Sorry, I got my horizontal and vertical mixed up. Wow, looks like Deathnote is going to go with the hatch first. He's pretty ballsy. He's not afraid of any cannon rush. Maybe he knows his opponent. That is not going to be very cheesy. And it doesn't look like ShakeNBake is going to be punishing this time anytime soon because he is scouting in the wrong direction. So he's going to scout the correct starting position of Deathnote last. So he's probably not going to be able to get here on time to put down the cannon and to deny this natural from going up from Deathnote. And meanwhile, Deathnote is sending his drone out to scout a little bit more. So far, both players have not scouted each other's bases yet, but now ShakeNBake knows exactly where Deathnote is not. And it looks like Deathnote is going to scout the base pretty darn. So, whoa, quick third from Deathnote. Looks like 3 hatch before pool. It doesn't look like ShakeNBake is going to try to deny that at all. So, Nexus first, more or less, from ShakeNBake. 3 hatch before pool for Deathnote. So pretty economic openers. Deathnote is actually setting it interestingly around the main. I would have put, as soon as I've scouted this Nexus, I would definitely send my initial overlord right directly behind the gas so you can check exactly what. Whoa. Is this Nexus a little bit off? I don't know. I'll have to check the replay. But yeah, maybe it's okay, maybe it's not. I'm just thinking maybe it's off because it's not quite lined up with this. It might be okay, actually. Yeah, I take that back. This circle is not quite large enough, so as long as the edge of this circle is lined up with the edge of this next, it should be fine. But anyways, it looked a little weird. Looks like he's going to be safe now. ShakeNBake. He has walled off. He is starting his cannon at his natural to make sure no lings run by, and it's not quite holding position in this little opening right here, but it should be fine. There are no lings, not that he knows, but there are no lings coming across the map. Anyways, looks like ShakeNBake is keeping a probe in the middle of the map so that he has some options later on to put a proxy pylon. Deathnote has taken 1 gas. Looks like maybe he wants a fast layer. He's actually taking that gas really early. He's already mined about 40 minerals. 40 gas from there at the 530 mark. So he's looking for a fast layer. We shall see. And in the meantime, the cybernetic score has gone down for Deathnote. So no text choices quite yet, as that I can see. taking a second Zealot from a Protoss player. Yeah, like I said, this is actually my new clan. Thank you for having me join you guys while there is a off season for the AHGL. It's really nice to have a clan to practice normally with because my AHGL teammates are not that active during the off season. So looks like the warp gate researchers just started. Oh, there you go. The very first tech building that we see from Protoss. We have a Stargate. We shall see if it's going to be probably going to be void rays. It's a little too late to be oracles. He has not taken these gases yet. Finally, the 2 gases have been taken. Probes have been sent back to mining minerals until those assimilators have finished warping in. And it looks like a little low drone count on some of these. Let's see the worker count. Actually, it's really same number of workers, so the Protoss is ahead in economy. Since Zerg generally needs 1 base economy ahead of against the other races. Of course, you're tired of hearing that, but I'm going to mention it anyways. But yeah, I mean, what has Deathnote seen so far? He has seen the... He hasn't... Yeah, okay, he just saw... Oh, he researched Overlord speed. Nice. Very good scouting strategy. Because now that he sees it's a Stargate, he can... I mean, with the Overlord speed, he can come in and out of this base virtually just the whole game. Unless you have a fair number of stalkers are here to shoot that Overlord down before it leaves the base. So not only it's actually a nice little investment. So he knows it's a Phoenix opener, so he's already putting down a couple of spores. He's not putting down one in his natural quite yet. He's gonna go ahead and even with this Overlord speed, this Phoenix is going to be able to chase it down. Phoenix is actually the fastest unit in the game next to the Zergling, but the fastest air unit in the game. Oh, this is Overlord. Yes, the Overlord spots this a proxy. Very nice spot for this Overlord. So he knows that something's coming in terms of warp gate, but he doesn't have any gateways over here to support that warp gate. So he's thinking ahead, really far ahead. In the meantime, looks like it's going to be a Roach Hydrophone. Or it's going to be Hydra at least to defend against the Stargate. Okay, so he doesn't have any Roaches yet. Everyone's staying pretty even supply-wise. Worker supply is slightly in favor of our Zerg, 58 to 47 workers. Just forgot to overlay the Red Bull gaming logo. I need to overlay that. But yeah, I replaced it with my company's AHGL logo, so sorry about that. A little low on drones. He just has to drone up his main. Phoenix harass is ongoing. This probe, Sticky Probe, is looking for another place to put down a proxy pylon, probably. Still not a whole lot of gateways. Only about 1. Where's that gateway? 2 warp gates. 2 gateways on up. He's gonna get supply block. The Zerg is going to be, yep. Deathnote has just been supply block, so in order to compensate, he has built 2 Overlords. So let's check out the player's APM while doing it. The Zerg is actually pretty good APM. He's got a 200 peak APM, about an average of about 110. Only about 40 average for our Protoss player. Oh, ShakeNBake has already taken the 3rd base. Let's see if Deathnote knows about this base. He's not, doesn't. Okay. He is gonna poke head with these Zerg, with these Hydra Ling. Very old school Brood War composition. He's gonna lose his queen right here. He's not careful. He might be able to save it. No, just one more lift. I guess ShakeNBake has opted not to try to pick off that one queen. But of course, ShakeNBake has other warriors to worry about right here. He's being attacked. His 3rd. No units to defend quite yet. He's warping in 2 stalkers. Phoenix have come back to try to help, but as soon as these Phoenix fly above the Hydras, they're they lose the 3rd. Yeah, he's going to call these Phoenix right here. Alright, back to 2 bases. In the meantime, ShakeNBake has gone ahead and got a sufficient number of gateways. The Phoenix are going to try to spawn and Hydra's trying to snipe these Phoenix. These slow zealots have gone ahead and tried to push these Hydras away. Hydras are happy that they took out the 3rd. They're going home. ShakeNBake in the meantime has a warp prism, so what can he put down? He looks like he put down a robotic space, so he's going to put a Colossi soon. And of course Deathnote has thought maybe I should take care of this pylon before it becomes too much of a problem. In the meantime, let's see if okay, still not quite saturated here in the main, but he has taken a 4th, so that's good. So as soon as he takes out these rocks right here, he can quickly, because this map is very easy to take a 4th. You just have to destroy these rocks, and now you have a nice little area. You just have to defend against choke over here, and any drops from the south and the east. So no Hydra. No Hydra. I take that back. You have Hydra speed. He's opted to. Deathnote has opted to research Hydra speed before Hydra range. Now he's oversaturated in the main. Maybe he should put down a couple of what do you call it? Macro hatches, because he's floating a little bit of minerals and floating a lot of gas. So he just used all the gas. What did he use it for? He used it for Vipers. So he's definitely going to go for Hydraling Viper, because I don't see any Roachborn still to this point in the game. It's a good thing that Deathnote didn't try to spam Zealous and send to one of his bases, because you just have to defend weakly. But anyways, there's a good amount of Hydras here in the middle of the map, and then creep spread is pretty decent by Deathnote. He's using all of his queens, looks like. Yeah, he's only got 9 queens. Yeah, he's got a lot of creep spreading queens. Of course, what he's because he's really low on larva, he doesn't have. He only has 5 hatches. So he's got a hive though. That's why he has those. He has these vipers. Where are the vipers right now? As he's pushing into this natural, he's going to try to break down the rocks. He's trying to snipe. He's going to try to snipe the mothership core. Doesn't quite do it, but he gets a really low health. He's got it down to 54 health on the hull. Does force a photon overcharge on the Nexus here on the Nexus. Deathnote has decided to hang back a little bit. He knows that he's ahead for quite some time. What do the upgrades look like right now? They're kind of low. Just 1-1 for the Hydras and the melee missile attacking units. The ranged units, I should say. And only +1 ground weapon for the Protoss. He's really behind on the upgrades. Maybe he should spend some of the Chrono boost that he has really saved up on the natural over here on chronoing out these upgrades, maybe putting down another forge. But with this Colossi right here, it's really hard to see. Let me show you. Yep, there he is. Colossi with these Phoenix is going to be able to push these small number of Hydras back with no roaches. Where are the Vipers? I was going to say no Vipers, but obviously 8 Vipers right here with a good amount of energy. He's going to at least get one abduct now, so that's really good against these Colossi. Especially with the low number of Colossi. He just abducts 1 or 2. They're sitting there, he's going to lose his Phoenix. Yeah, if he abducts though 1 or 2 of these Colossi, he's just sniping. I mean, Colossi are not very good. They're just sitting right on top of these Hydras. So some posturing, some building. Looks like everyone's getting finally +2. Blink coming out of our out of ShakeNBake. A couple of gateways that need to be transferred or converted to warp gates. But anyways, let's not worry about that right now. And here you go. Here comes a push from the Hydras. A couple of good blinding clouds. These cannons. But here comes the photon overcharge from the Mothership Core, and we should be able to push these back. You can try to abduct a couple of claws, and not quite. No units being produced by either players at the time except the Colossi, so he's going to be able to get up to 3 Colossi now, 4 coming out. Try to push the issue right here with Deathnote. Of course, meantime, Deathnote has gotten his creep all the way, close to knocking the door of ShakeNBake's base here. Pretty good. Army supply favors the Protoss because it's even supply, even value, at least with the Zerg. And with these Colossi coming out, Deathwing, Deathnote has better be careful and get his Vipers full energy. Of course, Deathnote has already taken his 5th and 6th bases over here in the east. Meanwhile, ShakeNBake has yet to take his 4th yet. So the economy game is definitely in favor of Deathnote. He is floating so much minerals right here. He should really start trading right now. He should I should say he should really be trading about 3 minutes ago. But hey, so we're approaching. I mean, we have passed the 20-minute mark of this game. Max army from Zerg. ShakeNBake not quite maxed yet. It'd probably really help if you converted these port gateways into ward gates. Phoenix is trying to pick off a couple of Vipers. Oh, good abduct by by Deathnote. ShakeNBake loses maybe two Phoenix. 2 Phoenix. It's the plural of Phoenix. Phoenixes, fine, Phoenixes. Whoa, trust fund over here from Deathnote. Vipers, sniper one. But the Hydra's not quite in position to snipe the Colossus. Here we go. Deathnote pulls back after sniping one Colossus. He has a really good abduct. He was very opportunistic to snipe that Colossi, but here we go. But the Hydras have to be in position. It has to be right underneath those Vipers when they get abducted. Here we get another one. One Colossi goes down, the second one goes down, the third one goes down. Those are all... Oh no! Oh, good feedbacks on the Vipers from the High Templar. So no Colossi right now anymore. I mean, he's making another one right here, but Zerg with this pure Hydra army is just he's gonna try to push up the... He's really weak. I mean, this is a huge Protoss army with no fungal growth, no third tier tech. He's going to Swarmos now. Oh my god. What am I looking at? +3 Protoss attack, no armor upgrades, I don't think. Nope, no armor, no one armor, no shield upgrade. He should really put another forge down. But that's okay because... Well, that's not okay because he's really behind the Zerg. Oh, he's trying to look for something to snipe. Oh, he's lose all these overseers. That's too bad. Something to abduct. There's something to abduct. Maybe the mortals. But he's not careless to lose these Vipers. Only 2 Vipers. There's nothing. Check the blinding cloud lands over here, so it forces the Protoss to back up a couple of steps. In the meantime, let's see. I mean, this Protoss army should just start moving up. I mean, there's not that many blinding clouds available. If he stays back too long, he's finally taking his 4th. If he stays back too long, Zerg is just going to get too many units here. I mean, I just feel like a couple of high Templar storms. Does he have that upgrade? Yeah, he does. A couple of storms on top of these Hydras could force him to come back. I mean, these are so... Oh, he's working on the locusts from the Swarmhost over here, the free units, but... Is Deathnote going to put down some spine crawlers? Yes, no, some spore crawlers. Alright, interesting choice. He doesn't have that many air right here, so maybe he's thinking if I have spore crawlers, then no air is going to come up and try to trade with these Swarmhosts. He should start thinking about starting to back up right now. Yeah. I don't know why that side storm went on top of the building where there's some units there, but he's just going to back up a couple of steps. Deathnote is going to burrow, and then it's going to send him another wave of locusts. Now he's starting to get very large number, high number of locusts. I'm sorry, Swarmhosts up to 14, and then all of them are here. So yep, all of them here. He's continuing to produce Swarmhosts upgrades. Oh my, he's starting to get these air upgrades. So he may be thinking, well, I have the money. Well, he's got a lot of money. I've got the money, might as well spend it. A couple of good storms go on top of these burrowed Swarmhosts. So he loses a couple, but there are a lot more coming. He should push. I mean, he should really chrono out these. Maybe he should be going double robo Colossi to deal with all these locusts. Or he should go air Protoss. I don't know. Should be doing something, but he is just being caught right here. So he's not trading very efficiently, especially against these free locusts from these Swarmhosts. And then of course, Deathnote is quite happy. He really needs to rally these locusts over here. But anyways, oh no! The Protoss army has been able to just gone right on top of this of the Zerg army. But the spore crawlers have been good at actually sniping any of the observers that Protoss ShakeNBake might have. Oh, he's starting to move his Swarmhost ahead. Protoss is in trouble. He has to be careful not to lose too many right here. And then all these free locusts are just doing enough damage. I mean, these side storms are doing all right. I mean, they're not killing locusts. The locusts are so hardy. They have a lot of HP. So I mean, and of course now the timing window for Protoss is gone. Too many locusts, too many swarm hosts spitting out 3 units here. I don't know, 65 HP locusts are very, very, very good, especially when they're fully upgraded. My god. I mean, the infested Terrans no longer, for a while now, no longer benefit from the Zerg upgrades, but locusts, no such thing. Yeah, I mean, we're going to see a GG very, very soon now. I think Deathnote is up 2-1, right? So he can win this series, specified. And let's go play all the games. Yeah, pretty low. Oh, the locusts weren't firing, but I mean, this next wave right here is the issue that he's having. He's finally sending a couple of void rays over, but yeah, 3 units trading against real units, expensive Protoss units. He's mined out yet? On some of these bases, I'm feeling like he hasn't transferred any drones. Okay, transfer a couple there. All right, good saturation on most of the bases. A little oversaturated on these 2, of course. I think he's completely focused on this map here. And of course, ShakeNBake isn't doing anything like trying to warp prism, harass, trying to drop on these bases because all of the Zerg armies over here. He even got corruptors now. Oh my god, we have a total of 28 swarm hosts here, trading free units. 28? Is that 56 locusts spawning from those 28 swarm hosts? Oh my god. Deathnote doesn't even care that these locusts are dying, because here comes the next wave. Look at that, like 3 tabs worth of freaking free units. Yep, there's GG. Deathnote takes series 3 games to 1. He's ahead, and unless they're playing a true best of 5. I mean, if they are playing a true best of 5, then Zerg has won, or Deathnote has just won. Well, thank you for joining me in the cast. I'll see you guys next time. What am I, husky or something? Jeez. See you guys next time.